Hello guys, this is KTB Reviews back doing a new video today for you guys. And as we are now at the final video or final episode of this series on my thoughts on the Child's Play series or Chucky. So as you watched the first three videos, of course, the first video was I just talked about how I got into the series. The other two are all the movies reviewed, and now in this video I will be ranking all the movies. And as you watch this video, you can see some of the pictures like flicker through as you see the posters of each movie and stuff and all that stuff. So and after I talk about this, I'll be talking about the future things of this series. So as we go through my ranking, as you know, my two favorite movies are at the bottom, so anything number one and number two is complete favorite of mine. I love those two movies, and that's the reason why I tell you when I talk about it. So let's get into this. As number 7, it is See the Chucky, as he is number 7 to me. As some people hate on this movie a lot, and I know some people probably say, yeah, this should be at the bottom, that should be at the freaking bottom. I'm like, well, I guess you're happy that it is. But one thing, as you see as this movie, it tried to be funny and more funny and then scary, because as you see this movie, we know who Chucky is now. As throughout all these movies, we know Chucky, we know him. He's not really scary anymore. When you first see him, he probably was. But as you know, in this movie, he kind of felt like a person. Like, you know, like, hey, you can just walk up to him and talk to him. It's kind of like you know him now. He's everywhere. He's like a star. And so as for this movie, I still enjoyed it because Jennifer Tilly, of course, and Brad Dourif, I still like them too. And it's great that I still hear their voices doing the characters again. And I didn't watch this movie because they have a son. I only watched this movie because of Chucky and Tiffany. That's basically why. But as the movie, yeah, it is kind of bad in some ways, but I still enjoy it. I still watch it. It wouldn't matter to me. I can watch a scene from this movie. The only scenes in this movie I like is Chucky. It's actually true. When he's on scene on the screen, I'm watching it. That's the reason why. That's why some people kind of hate the movie. They were trying to do a movie inside of a movie. So that's technically what they were doing. They stole this idea from, I think, Nightmare on Elm Street, Wes Craven New Nightmare. So, yes, number 7 is See the Chucky. Alright, number 6 is Cult to Chucky, of course, Cult of Chucky. As Cult of Chucky, the movie, the trailer, it kind of hyped me for this movie, but as I seen this movie, it felt misleading. If this movie, as you know, I already reviewed this movie, of course, but as a quick summary of this, there's a lot of points I left out of the review. I think the whole story was split into different story frames. It's like you got Andy and you got Nika's story. It's like they're playing their stories in different frames, and it's kind of messing you up, and you kind of don't know what's going on. As you know, if this was meant to be a cult of Chucky's, as I figure as to why it's called that, because Chucky use a new spell that he actually can possess people and possess a lot of people, so he can basically possess any person he contacts with. It's kind of the element they could have done back in Child's Play 1 and 2, I guess, and 3. But as you know, as that's basically what he did. And I'm just always thinking, did Tiffany do the same thing to the Tiffany doll? Like, she can be in the doll and she can still be walking around as a person too? I'm thinking of that. As the little girl that was in Curse of Chucky, she is killed in this movie because Chucky did possess her and use her body. So I was like, oh, so that's what they said. Because when Jennifer Tilly said uh, she's dead, Miss Pearson, I was like, oh, and it's kind of strange. As it's like there was basically five dolls in this movie. The Tiffany doll, the Chucky head that got blown off by Andy, and the other three Chucky dolls. And the one that Andy had with the haircut from the, I guess, kind of reflecting back to Child's Play 3. So it's kind of shocking. It's kind of like I said, it's very misleading if this was meant to be called a Cult of Chucky, but it felt very lacking, and there was nothing in this movie that was intense or suspense. But as you know, the kills in this movie were brutal. Um, it's kind of misleading, and of course, as I said, they tease Kyle at the end if you watch the post-credit scene. And I don't know what she would be doing in the next movie. Would she be just like how Andy was in this? He didn't really have a big time to shine or nothing. He was just there. He just had two story frames playing different parts at the same time. Fiona Dorff as Nika is great too. Of course, I was kind of when I first thought, I never thought she'd be Brad Dourif's daughter. But she played great as Nika, of course, even in Curse of Chucky. So her character was pretty great. It's kind of, and then as I forgot about in the review about the doctor that was with the doctor that was talking to her. He's very, very sexual over her. He's like a predator. Basically wants her. He got what he deserved. He got stomped the fuck about her. But other than that, as insane asylums, I kind of this element kind of came from the first movie because there was an insane asylum in Child's Play 1. So I think that's what they took the element from, as you be inside the insane asylum. But other than that, as I said, Andy, Tiffany characters didn't really have a bigger part in this movie. They were there. They were just there. It's very misleading, as I said. I would, as some people say, it's a great movie. Yeah. But other than that, it's not really great. It's kind of lacking a lot of stuff. Alright, so that was number 6, Cult of Chucky. Number 5 is Curse of Chucky. So, as Curse of Chucky, as some people probably say, why this is at number 5, well, at least it's at the top 5 movies section. The other tier don't count, because it's not top 7, it's top 5. So, number 5 is Curse of Chucky. And as for this movie was great. It was actually a very great movie. It brought back horror elements to the series and made Chucky feel like he present, and he was very dark in this movie, very mischievous in every way, and it kind of brought that back to Chucky, making him feel very, very intense in this movie. And I had to say this movie was, it kept you on the edge of your seat, like what's about to happen next, and it's just nice. I can't. It's a good movie. Would like to watch it all the time, but as you know, yeah, I am watching all the movies as I'm doing these videos. But as for this one, it made him feel like a horror icon again. Kind of like, because as the other movies, they made him a little more comedy. But as for this movie, they made him feel like a threat in this movie. Dark presence, it's there and all that. Of course, like it's followed the story of him trying to get go and get all the people that he had in contact with throughout all the series. Like this family, basically, he liked the girl. He likes Nico's mother. He's obsessed with her, and that's the reason why Nika is in a wheelchair, because he stabbed her while she was pregnant with her. So it kind of brings back the story, like, okay, so this was happening before Child's Play 1. So it builds up the story, and I kind of wish this was in the first movie, but because we didn't know what happened, why was he running from the police in the first place, they never explained. So as for this movie, at least they try to give backstory to Charles Lee Ray and all that, and it's actually kind of nice that this movie connects all the movies now, even though the sequel as well continues after this movie. But it was great that they connected all the movies. Like as Nico was looking on the computer, saw all the stuff that happened in the series of the movies, the Chicago homicide, of course, all of that, in Child's Play 1 that Chucky done, and as in 2 as well, because it's still the same place, Chicago. Kent Military, Child's Play 3, Hackensack, New Jersey, Bride of Chucky, and let's see, in Los Angeles, California, Seed of Chucky. And so it's kind of nice that connected all those stories. So as I said, this movie is a good movie. I will recommend you guys watch the movie. So that is Curse of Chucky is number 5. Even though it showed Tiffany in this movie and Andy, and as the next movie they didn't get a lot of development, like I said, about Colt, but it was still great to see them. Alright, so number 4 is Child's Play 3. So as if people will probably get mad for me putting it at number 4. Child's Play 3 was kind of entertaining. It kind of kept me watching the movie. You know, like, as this movie basically was one of the movies that were rushed. As you know, they were just throwing out Chucky movies. Of course, they kept one for out Chucky and Chucky because, as you saw, as I said, like Michael Myers, Freddy, Jason, they were getting a bunch of movies and stuff. They were just throwing movies out, and as you see, Child's Play was in between of it. So, as Child's Play 3, it would have been more in this movie actually, as it would have been pretty cool to see a whole army of Chucky. That would have been pretty intense, and I'm kind of thinking that would have been a cool element to see a bunch of good guy dolls going against the Kent Military. That would have been pretty cool. So I think that would have been a cool idea in this movie. As this movie, of course, it came out a year after Child's Play 2, and it just got rushed. It was, I think this movie was there because, hey everyone, you want to see Chucky again? And basically it's just Chucky because you see Chucky as Chucky starting to get more popular and stuff, and and in this movie, Chucky just there to be seen, as you know, he just there to be look at, and that's all this movie was. And I think that's the reason why they took a break after this movie. As for 7 years. So anyway, as I said, Child's Play 3, it's still an okay movie. I gave it a 6. Yeah, it's not a bad movie. It's a movie too. It's just entertaining. Of course, as I said, everybody's favorite line, "Don't fuck with the Chuck." And my favorite line is, "You little shit." I say, "You little shit." Anyway, when he was trying to find Andy, "Where are you, you little shit?" So, yeah, that's why, and I still enjoyed the movie. Even Chucky's death in the movie was great. Like, it felt like as some people said, as he died in this movie, this where he should have been dead for all that time. And that's where the series could have ended. But like I said, it only, as I will say about that, it won't, as long as if the guy who's making this series continues it, that's it. So Child's Play 3 is number 4. Number 3 is Child's Play. So Child's Play, the first one. As for this movie, it's a great movie too. It's a people's classic movie. It's not, as I said, it'll always be a memorable movie to some people. But as to me, I kind of don't remember the movie that very well. That's when I first watched it for the first time and saw it myself, and I was like, oh. And so that's kind of the truth about that. Like, it's not. It's only, to me, when I seen it for the first time, it don't make me like it a lot. But as you know, it is number 3. But it's not a. It's there to, because it's the starting of the series. That's all. I know it's not number 1 because that what some people will do. They'll put this movie at number 1 because it's the first movie. And technically, it really, to me, I never saw this movie for the first time. This wasn't the first movie I seen, so that's true. As for this, it kind of, as I said about Curse, it never explained nothing about Charles Ray backstory. Only thing we know, he was a serial killer that do voodoo rituals, do voodoo stuff, and all that. That was the only thing that they did in this movie. They only said something about that, but they never said nothing about what he did. Why was he running from the police in this first movie? Never explained until Curse of Chucky. So, of course, my favorite scene in this movie when Chucky comes to life for the first time, always memorable. And of course, he got burnt up. I was like, damn. And all of that, it was just crazy stuff in this movie. But other than that, it's a movie that some people do remember. And it's still a good movie. So Child's Play 3 would probably have been lower on this list, as some people will say. Probably would have been number 5, and Curse probably would have been number 3, and Child's Play would have been number 4. But Child's Play is number 3. Alright, now we're down to my 2 favorite movies, of course. My 2 favorite movies. Alright, so number 2 is Child's Play 2. As I said in this review, Child's Play 2 is my favorite movie of all time. Is right beside #1 spot as well. And Child's Play 2 is a memorable movie to me. When I first watched it, I kept watching it every time it's on TV. It's very entertaining. It's very intense when Chucky still trying to go after Andy and all that. And it's a great movie. Every scene in the movie was awesome in every way. Love the factory scene. It's great. Even when he went to school, try to get Andy, and it's pretty good. I have to admit, for that movie, it's pretty nice when I first saw it, because it kind of made me like, okay, so as I look at him in this movie, he didn't look like how he looked when I first saw him. So it makes sense. It connects. I try to figure out the pieces to the movies and stuff, and it's great. So as for that, it's a memorable movie. The music is memorable. I love the theme, as I said, and it's great. I love Child's Play 2. It's a great movie. I watch it all the time, and it's great. It's awesome. It's a 10 out of 10 to me. Alright, so #1, Bride of Chucky. As I said in the introduction video, Bride of Chucky was the first movie I seen. I love that movie so much. I watch it every Halloween. I love every bit of that movie. Chucky's iconic laugh, Tiffany, even as as crazy how the ending was, this movie was great. The music is good too. I love the music. I know I can't play any of that music if I ever use that theme of the song and stuff in the music from that, but it will get copyright strikes and it will want it. So it's tech. We can't own it. I didn't make the music, so it makes sense to me. So yeah, Bride of Chucky is everyone's favorite, as I say of it, because a lot of people did love Bride of Chucky, and I guess they liked it more than Seed of Chucky, I guess. But anyway, #1 movie is Bride of Chucky. I love the movie. It's awesome. It's every bit of it is a great movie, and I will recommend you watch it. So, as that was my ranking of the series, and as 7 is Seed of Chucky, 6 is Cult of Chucky, 5 is Curse of Chucky, 4 is Child's Play 3, 3 is Child's Play 1, 2 Child's Play 2, and 1 Bride of Chucky. So that is my ranking of these movies, and these movies are always my favorite movies. These first 2 movies right here, 1 and 2 spot, Child's Play 2 and Bride of Chucky. So that's it for my ranking. So let's continue on to the conclusion of the series. Alright, so as we're done with the ranking, well, now we can start doing the conclusion of the series and talk about the future things for this series of Child's Play or Chucky. So as I'm start off with the upcoming, as I heard about them doing a TV series of Chucky. As I heard about this, I was kind of like, well, I think it'd be cool to see him have a TV show, because as I remember, the only horror icon that did have a TV show was Freddy Krueger. So I guess they could have gone with that route with that, because Freddy did have a TV show. I've seen it a couple of times. Like my older sister did, because she's the one that likes Freddy. She likes Freddy. That's why I didn't care for Freddy at all. I mean, she liked Freddy, Michael Myers, and Jason. So I didn't care for them. So that's why I love Chucky so much. So anyway, as I heard about that, I was thinking like that would be a cool idea, have a TV show of Chucky. But I don't know how would it feel, because if this is not a sequel to Cult or nothing like that, this will continue after Cult, or it doesn't. I don't really know. As I heard, it basically there'll be kids in this show, as Chucky will be going to different kids and probably try to possess them or control them, or that's what he will try to do if they're trying to follow the original script of Chucky from the movies. But I don't know what they're doing, so it's kind of making me think a lot. I can't really see how the series will be. Who knows? It probably will be good. So anyway, as the next thing I'll talk about is what a lot of people are basically bashing and hating and talking complete shit about this. Them remaking Child's Play. And when I heard that they was doing that, I was thinking, like, as I heard it, that the Don Mancini, David Kirshner, or Brad Dourif won't be part of it. And I think one of the actors, I think was it Christina Elise, she talked shit about this. I'm like, it's kind of, as I see this, as you know, as people still don't really know about this, as I think I said it in the review on Child's Play 1, MGM owns the first movie. If y'all still thinking that they don't, they really own the first movie. So, but as Don Mancini asked them, can they put the first movie on the box set? And as you see, if you get the box set, they included Child's Play 1. So it was nice that they asked them for that. But as some of these people bashing this, and this movie is starting to go in production, as it started going in production, I think in September. And so it's meant to come out next year in 2019. And as for this movie, as I think of it, it'd be a pretty cool idea to see a reboot of Chucky, a remake. As all the remakes I've seen out of all the other horror characters, Jason's remake was good. That was a good one. Freddy's, it's kind of, I don't remember, I never seen the whole movie of it, but some people hate on that too. Halloween, I seen the Rob Zombie one, the first one. I really never saw the second one, only saw the first one. And I saw that one, I kind of didn't care for it. But as the new Halloween, it's, I'm not going to talk about it, I've seen some people felt disappointed, some people felt okay. Because this is not about that. It's not about Halloween. It's about Chucky. What's his name? Leatherface. I seen a new movie as well. The remake of that one too. But I didn't care for it. I just seen it with some friends. One of my friends watched it. But so, as out of all the horror icons, Scream had a new movie as well, Scream 4. And I say only person, it's a couple of them that didn't get remake movies. Like, I don't think Puppet Master got it, or did Pinhead get it too? And I think I got most of them, but Leprechaun got one too, like a reboot. I think there's a Leprechaun movie coming out. It was teased on Sci-Fi. I don't. I guess so. Half of the horror kind of ones I said, some of them did get reboots. But Jason did get a fan film movie on YouTube, and I never saw it yet. And I think Chucky's getting one pretty soon. So, as for this movie, a lot of people are hating on this movie, but yes, Chucky is the only one that didn't get a remake at all. Like, it's just a remake, not a reboot. Because you reboot, you change the whole story, and it probably make a own series of this. No. Remake the original first movie. That's it. They're not planning on doing a sequel to this. So, like I said, a lot of people are bashing this, and this movie's not even out, and you're hating on it. It's kind of like you never thought when you see a movie when it comes out, you'd be shocked to be, oh my god, it was good. And you talk shit about all this time, and you never thought it would be great. So, as I said, as even movies today, like they're releasing, some of them are not really great. As I watch older movies back then, movies today really are not great. Because a lot of people hate on this, a lot of people hate on that, a lot of people review this, talk shit, give the finger and all that crap, and I'm like, why the hell did you watch it? See, I don't understand. See, I don't understand those people who review these movies from these series, talk shit, give you the finger, but watch it anyway and say it's good. Say this is better than this and this is better than that. It's sad. This whole world is so darn sad indeed. I don't understand. But as for this remake, I seen the picture of the Chucky and the picture that they showed. It looks pretty good. Like the Chucky, it looks pretty like what I expect him to look like. The outfit is pretty what I expect, what I should see him, what he wears, and the face looks good. It looks pretty promising. As the story behind this, besides as the original script, the doll was named Buddy. So as you know, what it rhymes with Buddy, Chucky, Buddy, Chucky. So basically, as I think they are following the original script that was meant to be for the first movie, but as they're not adding like the voodoo ritual and all that stuff now. So as this doll basically is a robot, and people kind of still is angry at this too. You're gonna be a robot, and I'm like, well. Yes, Chucky, basically, yeah, he is kind of like a puppet. He is a puppet. But initially, at the same time, he's a robot, too. I mean, they're controlling the darn. They're controlling him, making him move and walk. So technically, he's kind of like a robot. Makes sense. Sheesh. If you got the technology to do that, I think it'd be very easier. Yeah, they try to do the old-fashioned thing on till this day, and do the old-fashioned thing, moving with a remote controller, have 8-10 people moving him and stuff. But after all of that, I would still be tired after that. But it'd be pretty great to have him be like an AI. make him actually look very visual. It'd be pretty cool. As for this doll, it won't basically have emotions or motives. It technically basically be a crazy psychopath doll. It basically will go crazy and just do crazy things. And basically, the reason why how Chucky is because he has a human motive, human emotions. He's basically controlled by a serial killer. So initially, as this person was killed at the factory where they make them, and his soul basically went into as he got killed while he was trying to work the doll and stuff, and it basically makes him it kills him and basically makes I guess the doll very hacked and causing havoc. Initially become a kind of basically being controlled by something. And as I'm thinking of this movie, will Andy, as you know, the kid, who will ever play him, uh, is is Andy will be controlled by the doll? Because in the original script, Andy was meant to be the one doing all the killing, and the doll was basically there to control him and make him do it. So I think that's what they're going to do for this movie, make it more like different. It don't have to be about no voodoo ritual or this and all that transfer your soul into your body and where the hell is Andy? You know, all of that. It's not trying to be voodoo and stuff. It's basically trying to make it take on a different route. So as for this movie, I kind of am waiting for this movie to come out. As they say, it's going to be in theaters. So, because as you see, these Chucky movies haven't been going to theaters ever since Seed of Chucky. Because that was the last movie that they released. And so they basically made the movies hard to go to theaters at that point. So as I say of this, it's kind of sad to see people bashing on this, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of waiting for it to come out, and it's probably will be good, and people probably won't hate it that much when you see it. But other than that, it will never happen. There will always be hatred on this series and everything. People giving the finger, but you're still watching it and all that. Thing is, oh, it's horrible. It sucked. This movie gonna be trash and all of that. Because only thing probably why people probably are, and this is the one thing. Yeah, Brad Dourif. As I know, yeah, he is getting old. Of course, how old he is, like, you know. And he's getting old, and I don't mind to have someone else do Chucky. Like, if I see a good impersonator that does him and makes him look good, it'd be pretty nice. But you hating on because he's not gonna be part of it, it's kind of misleading and bad, and you shouldn't be doing that. Like I said, yes, that's what people are mad about because he's trying to be part of it, and it's just horrible. I don't understand why you guys hate on stuff like this. Even though this is mostly the only horror icon movie that ever got a remake, and that's true. And so I don't understand how you guys hate on it. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the Chucky's TV show they're making and the remake of Child's Play. Alright, so let's finish up these conclusions. The Child's Play series is my favorite series. I love Child's Play. I love Chucky. Chucky's my favorite horror icon of all time. He'll always be my favorite, as I always enjoy every Halloween just to see his movies. And it's pretty good that I reviewed this whole series and basically explain why some people hate on this and just make it feel bad. So I wouldn't care what they say about this series. I love the series. I always will appreciate it, and it's a good show. Showing of this franchise, and hope you guys enjoy this series of me reviewing the Chucky series and reviewing the movies. And as after this video, I plan on doing a review on Chucky, a figure review on him, and that basically will be coming out probably before Halloween. I will try to work on it and see if it will go well. And see you guys enjoy it. So stay tuned for that. I will try to get out before Halloween. I hope I'll probably do that this weekend and try to get it done. So anyway, that is it of me reviewing the Child's Play series, as this was the final episode. We did 4 episodes of this, and it's pretty nice that this series is good. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, as this is my last thoughts on the Child's Play series. The Child's Play series is still great. I still love it. I recommend you guys watch it. If you watch Halloween or Friday 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, Chucky's right with them. So that is it for this video on my thoughts on the Child's Play series and Chucky. And I hope you guys enjoy the ranking and me talking about this movie. I'm actually waiting for this movie to show and show a trailer and be excited for this movie and see how good it'll be. So I hope you guys enjoy this video on Chucky or the Child's Play series. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share. As check out the other videos that I've done with Chucky, and the next video will be the me reviewing my 3 figures of Chucky. I have Chucky and Tiffany and the Child's Play, the regular Chucky. So I have the Bride of Chucky one and the Bride of Chucky, and the regular Chucky from the Child's Play series. So I will review them, do a skit with them, so you guys will enjoy. So that's it. See you guys next time, and peace, and enjoy my thoughts on the Child's Play series. Thank you.